Welcome, race fans. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you. Tuesday night, the Super Speedway Kings ready to get down and dirty here at Decal. 3 and 4 wide racing expected. It's gonna happen, Captain. 2 fast repairs is all they're gonna get as they are out here working and practicing. 2 minutes left of the practice. Last season's defending champion, Mr. Mark Mann, sitting right there waiting patiently. Green flag pit stops. You want to watch it. These trucks are nasty. You've really got to be careful when you're pushing. Let's see how well they do tonight. We'll be back right after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket track, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise. You're the home of the brave.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you. MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings. About a minute left of qualifying to go. A quick little recap of the race tonight. 2 fast repairs. What's that mean? It's to get out of the pits free card, I call it. They got 2 of them. Sometimes they wish they had 4 or 5. Those things, if you could buy them, boy, guy'd be rich if he had them and he could sell them. 40 drivers here tonight, and every single one of them thinks they can win this thing. I mean, every single one. And that's what's great about this particular league, because every single one of these guys, they are the superstars of Super Speedway. They don't call them the Super Speedway Kings for nothing. Things to look for, the key things: pit stops, green flag. You don't want to get caught speeding. You don't want to turn anybody. And you don't want to get turned or tagged by anybody. Also, when you're drafting around here, you got to stay off the bumper of these trucks in the turns. If you don't, you're going to turn somebody. And then you're went from a hero to a zero, because you're going to take out a whole bunch of them, not just yourself. Patience is a virtue, especially at super speedways. And we're going to find out tonight who's got the patience and who doesn't have the patience. I'd like to welcome everybody hanging out with us here at YouTube. As they show up to the grid, we'll go through the names and I'll screw the last names up. Why? Because that's what I do. That and, you don't call me the bad boy broadcasting for nothing. Maybe I'll get under the skin a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's find them. They're here. They're ready. Let's do it. Row number 1. Your main guy tonight. Who's going to lead these guys down to the green flags? The 90 of Mr. Gary Jenkins. Beside him will be the 69, Jason Middleton. Row 2 will be the 23, the Sebastian Marin from the Banana Republic, wherever the hell that is. And the 97, Jackson Carr. Row 3, the 25, Kevin French Fry Freese. And the Max Speed TV driver, number 6, Cody Nagels. Row 4, the 052, Joe Delavecchia. The 01, one of the twins, Patrick Gruber. Loves the high line. Row 5 to 48, BK Anderson. And the 07 to Josh Milam. Row 6 to 22, James Moen at a 411 of Tom Dixon. Row 7 to 42, Jason Kirtland and Rick Seabrands beside him. Row number 8, this is 001. Josh, I'm just going to call him Josh so I don't screw that up. Hey, last season's champion, Mark Mann in the 04, right by him. Row 9 to 75, William McKellar in the 044, Daniel Lewis. Row 10, the 071, Eric Lauer in the 89, Joshua Gathright. Row 11 to 72, Sean Stevens in the 95, James Mayer. Row 12, 73, Jared Forbes in the 96, Mike Rimkus. Row 13, the 88. Watch him, I call him the snake, and there's a reason for it. Because he'll sneak up on you and he'll bite you in the rear end, you don't even realize it. Gabe Butler. He is tough. Won more championships in a super speedway race than I have socks in my top drawer. Along beside him at 24, Mr. Jason Miz. Row 14 to 46, David Overstreet in a 000. I just call him Giovanni. Row 15 to 171, Robert Rock in the 088 of Stefano. Row 16 to 41, Tracy Weaver in a 388, Douglas Johnson. Row 17 to 85, Al Cena on the 11, Robert Felzine. Row 18 to 15, Noel Collars. 048 of Andrew Schroeder. Row 19 to 101, Randy Miter, the 45, Todd Siebels. Row 20 to 14, Dave Bingle in the 510, Richard Sanchez. Row 21 to 55, Dean Wilkinson in the Van Halen machine of the 09 of Frank L. I don't know. We're just going to call him Frank. And that's it. Welcome, everybody. It's out here watching this is YouTube tonight. You got a favorite driver you want me to say hello to? I'll say it. Whatever you want me to say, I will say it. Why? Because I'm the people's broadcaster. I don't care. I don't live by any of them. Lots of drivers, a full, complete field. And like I said earlier, every single one of them thinks they've got what it takes to win it. And we're going to find out who's got the patience early on and, well, who doesn't. But I can assure you, you're going to see some 3 and 4 wide racing tonight. Mara Clark, nice to see you out there. That will be the team owner of last season's champion, Mark the Man. Michelle Anderson, nice to see you out there. Braden, nice to see you as well. Gonna go for the 09 of Gary Jenkins, huh? Well, that would be the 9-0. But anyway, let's get ready and start this puppy up. MaxspeedTV, if you're not a subscriber, get your butt over there and subscribe. We're almost at 9,000 subscribers. All right, get a drink of that water bottle or whatever you're drinking, throw it over on the couch or wherever you're sitting, because it's racing time, boys. SSK style. MaxspeedTV. Already, looks like we've got trouble. We haven't even got the full field through the start-finish line. Could this be a sign of things to come? I don't really know. See if we can find out where in the world this happened at. We got to go back a ways. I'm not sure how far. They caught me off guard when this happened. Somebody may have missed a shift, and bingo, that's exactly what it was. Slow her down, we'll check it out. Either the 22 missed a shift or the 48 missed a shift, one or the other. But when you miss a shift or spin your tires, you're going to bottleneck them all up, and when you do, this is what happens. It gets ugly. And you can see it right there. Now, we'll speed it up just a little bit. See if anybody can save this thing. Is he going to hop back up into traffic? Oh, yeah. He's going to come right up there. Gary Jenkins gets clocked right into the side. And, oh, my, the 46 gets slammed. A lot of guys right here already not even a lap in, and they're going to end up having to use a fast repair. And you can see him coming in. Certainly caught me off guard just a little bit. I didn't think we'd have a caution quite this quick. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. Not a soul except for the ones involved in that wreck will be coming into the pits. The rest of these cats will be hanging out. Middleton's going to lead him off. It says number 69 in my book, but on a track he's got number 2, so pick one. Jackson Carr is going to come in behind him. These two boys are teammates. Some of them are going to come in here and just top off a little bit. A lot of guys are thinking this could be a fuel mileage run. We'll see. I will be surprised if it is. And with those two guys coming in, looks like it's going to be Cody Nagels, the MaxspeedTV driver. He will be leading them down. Gary Jenkins, your pole sitter, will be second. Patrick Gruber will be third. Kevin French Fry Freese is going to be fourth. Tom Dixon fifth. And that crazy Italian guy up in New York, Della Vecchia, he'll be sixth. Daniel Lewis is seventh. Josh Milam, eighth. Last year's champion. I'm sorry, last season. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Mark Mann. He's ninth, and 10th, number 4 of Rick Sebrands. Now, some of these guys are going to be hanging way out into the back, and it's the normals I'm referring to right here. Now, Mr. Gabe Butler, he did not have to use a fast repair, so he did not get that much damage on there, which is great. And let me check and see here. Yeah, he got a little bit of damage. Right in this area right here. Actually, he put a scuff on my wife's photo. That's what he's done. That right there might be a little fun pushing. But he's got to stay back into the back and let these laps wind down along with the rest of these guys. A lot of them. Sebastian Marin's sitting back here as well. Quite a few of them. David Overstreet, he's into the pits right now, banged up a little bit. But a lot of guys, they're going to hang in the back and let these laps wind down, like I said, before they make any moves. Some of these other guys are going to want to be up front in what I call the rocking chair, where they think they're safe as in their mama's arms. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. All different strategies is going to be happening tonight. But I can assure you, you're going to see 3 and 4 wide racing. "13 people watching and 3 likes. That just about breaks my heart. If anybody puts on a good show, the SSK boys can do it. Give them a like, hit the button. I get paid either way. To show these guys that you appreciate them out here running. And believe you me, it's going to get exciting. It always does. Gonna have to watch a little bit. I've noticed the 90 there had a couple blinks going on. Mr. Jenkins there. Hopefully that's just a thing. And it will go away once we get fired up. The admins will be watching carefully through this entire field of anybody blinking, because believe you me, that will scare the crap right out of you. You're following a guy and all of a sudden they disappear, then they pop back in, then they disappear. That's nasty. Cody Nagels has never won a super speedway race with MaxspeedTV broadcasting it. He has been so close so many times, and I mean close as a fender away. He was a fender away last night. We'll see if he can get a little bit closer, a little better here this time. Maybe he'll only lose it by a bumper. I don't know. We'll see. Trying to get that monkey off his back. And what can I say about Jenkins? Jenkins is always up here. Always leading the show. And of course, Mark Mann, sitting back here now in the 9th position. Got to try to work his way up front. Last season's champion. Alrighty, after one caution with almost a lap completed on it, we're going to go back green again. Nagels is going to lead them down. And here we come. Green flag, SSK, MaxspeedTV, right at you. Right now, that top line trying to get something going right here. Jenkins sticking his nose out there just by a tad. Is he going to be able to lead this lap? And the answer to that is yes. The 25 behind him, Kevin French Fry Freeze. Riding on top. You want to push him all the way down, then you got to get off of him in the turn, and believe me, it's really hard to do that. It's discipline. But your pushers, Kevin Freese in the 01. Over here, Patrick Groover. See how close he gets? When they come out of the turns, you'll be giving him a bump. Jenkins. Dixon's third in the bottom line. But these pushers up here, that's their job, to stay right on them. That third truck back on each line, you don't want to push your pusher. Number one, you'll get him screaming through the mic at you because it's a handful. But number two, the pusher's the one sets the speed kind of for each lane. And of course, he's trying to get Jenkins up there past Nagels, and he can drop him into the rocking chair. And that's what all these guys are going to be working on, trying to be that first truck on the bottom. Jenkins up top, Nagels on the bottom. Groover doing the pushing. Jenkins again is going to lead that lap. Couple of them peeking out, making it 3 wide here, but he's all by himself. That's going to be the 73, I believe. Nobody going with him just yet. You can see the 88 of Butler and Sebastian Marin. They're going to work their way right back up to the front as quick as they can, and then probably bail out and go back to the back. Another guy you want to watch in here. You can see him. One of the shiniest paint jobs, I think, out here on the track tonight. That's Josh Milam, the 07. This guy can get around this track, and he loves pushing. Wow, Mr. Wilkinson pulled one over. He's pulled a fast one on me. He does not have a Van Halen paint scheme on that puppy this time. TW Motorsports. And here he is on the top line. And now you can see some of the big hitters up here, right behind Jenkins. But up front, looks like Nagels is going to inch his way out and possibly lead that lap, and he does. There's no stages in the SSK boys. Ain't no believe in that stage stuff. The way racing was meant to be. Jenkins. Looks like Mark Mann is going to pull up right in front of him. Grab some of that momentum that top line has going. What better way to get yourself up into the front by hopping into a line that's got a lot of momentum, especially in the front of it. Let's take a look. Let's see. James Mayer in the middle. This is what it's like right here. At Dega, you got room when it's 3 wide. It's not too bad. But it's easy to get that tunnel vision when you're staring down that lead truck in front of you and you follow him everywhere he goes. You can follow him right into some trouble. You can see that they're still fairly far enough apart. And they are tight, son. Again, it looks like Jenkins blinked there one more time. They'll be keeping an eye on it. But so far, it's not an issue. Kevin French Fry Freese has got Della Vecchia right on his butt. Is he going to push him up, dropping in the rocking chair? Yes, he did, right in front of Nagels. Nagels jumps up into the middle lane. Says, hey, Della Vecchia, if you can push the 25 up through here, how about pushing me back up and giving me my lead back? And just to let you know, we've got a few cats. David Overstreet, Johnson, and Mr. Siebels. Down a few laps. Three wide, about as tight as it can get here. You throw a blanket over the first 25 trucks, it looks like. Freese in the rocking chair. Mark Mann way up on that third line. Still Della Vecchia doing some pushing right here with Nagels. And right with him on his hood. See if he can get him back up there into Mama's rocking chair. And he does. He slides right back down. Paul Witt says, needless. Who? Nagels. He says Nagels is going to win tonight. He really believes he's going to. Well, right now, he's pretty stout out there leading this thing. He ain't backing off. He's not taking it easy. He's going to get out here probably and try to stay out front and stay out of trouble. Milo on that top, or the middle, doing some hard pushing right here. The inside line still has a bit of momentum, and you can see the outside line trying to make another go at it. We have Mark Mann, Jenkins, Gabe Butler, and Sebastian Marin, all four of them right there up on that top line. A move right there by Patrick Groover. Gets out in front of Della Vecchia and says, hey, why don't you push me around for a while, pal? 16 laps complete. I believe they can get right around 24 to 27, somewhere in that area. And here's the thing. All these cats don't get on the track and practice a green flag pit stop together. No, not at all. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can actually come up and get our first green flag pit stops of the night right here. Looks like that third line might be fading away just a little bit. Jenkins has dropped back with Mark Mann back in that 14th spot. Haven't heard much from Schroeder. He's been quiet tonight, but I'm sure that will change. But there he is. He's currently in the 24th spot. He was 36th. All the way back, riding around. Kind of hanging out back here. Middleton and his teammate Carr. I believe Jackson's, I think he's 14 years old. So he had to have a quarter and a note from his mom to stay out, or stay up this late on a school night. The kid can get the job done. He's a good driver. Hopefully he's not strung out on high C sugar tonight. He loves his high C. There's being hydrated and there's being overhydrated. Kind of a diabetic coma with all the sugar. But he loves it. Groover in the middle. Still being pushed by Della Vecchia. The 25, Kevin French Fry Freese is what they call him. I got no clue why. Looks like that middle one got a good run on him, and he did. So he dropped Groover right down in front of Nagels. Now it's Milam's job right there to get Della Vecchia up far enough so he could drop down in front of the 01 of Groover. And he does. You kind of get how it works now? That's what. It's pretty self-explanatory here. Everybody wants in their rocking chair. They think that's the safest place on this track, except for being dead last. But you got to be careful because you do not want to lose the draft. So now Milam's up here, and he's hoping the number 4, Rick Seabrands, can give him a shove and clear Della Vecchia. And it looks like he just did that. So now Milam's going to be the leader. James Mayer started 22nd. Here he is. His job, try to get that number 4 up and out of his way. Get him down there to the rocking chair. But now it's going to be a little tough because Della Vecchia, he can push. And he'll keep that nose buried as long as he can until he blows it up. But he'll back off of it. But he's not afraid to push those temps to the limit. Sebastian Marin in the 23 up top, pushing the 88 of the Snake, Mr. Gabe Butler. And these two trucks have got some momentum going. Do they have enough to drop down to the middle at some point? It looks like they're going to have a little bit of help from Mr. Tracy Weaver and the 071 of Eric Lowry, I believe. But right now, Milan in Mama's arms, running around on the bottom. 21 laps completed out of 77. Super Speedway Kings, and don't forget they got a new season starting up here Friday night. And that is the Friday Night Fights. That's where they let it all hang out. It's just like WWE wrestling, but it's the WWE of iRacing. That's where they really do some serious battling. They have a lot of fun. They talk a lot of smack. And I'll tell you what, if you're a Karen, you might get your feelings hurt. You don't want to be around it. Because these guys, it's a Friday night free. They just have a blast. They're free. They say what they want. They do what they want. And they also race respectfully. But it's an exciting night on Friday nights. You want to check them out. And I hear they got a heck of a good broadcaster. We got one taker coming into the pits, and that's going to be it. And that's really going to suck because he's not going to have any drafting partners when he comes out of there. Seabranch, he's going to slip down into the rocking chair. Delabecchia did his job. Now it's going to be up to the 72. Mr. Sean Stevens to help out Delabecchia. But still on the top line, you've got Butler and Seabrands. Or I'm sorry, Butler and Sebastian Marin. As they drop back down into the middle. Nope. Looks like Sebastian might stay up there. I think he's trying to cool that motor down a little bit. Here comes a couple guys into the pits. Looks like it might be Nagels. And it is, and I don't know if he's going to be by himself or not. If he is, and he is by himself. So he's not going to have a dance partner when he comes back out there. Seabrains on the bottom, the 72 there, Sean Stevens, and he's doing everything he can to get Mayer up there now. Down on the bottom. That shiny 07 machine. Doing the pushing. Here comes a few more takers into the pits. Now we got a few more this time. Yeah, we might want to watch these cats come in. There we go. We got a lot of smoke going on. I know we got one off. I don't know if that's Jenkins or not. Can't tell. No, that's not Jenkins. Somebody's out there out in the middle of the grass. Whoa, looks like the number 2, well, which is the 69, Middleton, looks like he drove right in and slammed the inside pit wall. So he's getting a little bit of work done as well now. And here he comes back up. Now he's going to get it to his pits. And he's going to have to do a little fixing on that machine. I don't think he hit it hard enough where he has to use the fast repair, so that's a good thing. Yep, he did have to use the fast repair. So that mistake hurt. Seabrands goes past him. "13 cats have not been in the pits yet." Seabrands is going to lead them around onto the backstretch. Will they come in this time? We'll see. And here they come. Mark Mann, Sebastian Marin, a lot of them are coming in. And it looks like they come in very well. An excellent job. Back out on the track. These guys have already pitted. They're running back around up to speed now. It's going to be Patrick Gruber. Will be coming around here and probably taking the lead. Kevin Freese right there behind him. Jason Kirkland there. Jackson Carr as well. And I believe the 24 of Mr. Jason Miz. Now, all those trucks, they cannot come up on that track till they pass that blue cone. And then they can come up and join these fellas. Now, the guys in the bottom came out of the pits pretty good together. And as you can see, they're hanging right with these guys trying to come around them. Gruo, a touch right there. Seabrands is going for a freaking ride. Let's see if he can get it right back and gather it up. And he does gather it back up. Impressive. Trying to figure out who he got the love tap with here. I believe it was the 42 of Kirkland. Him and Mr. Seabrands kind of got into it just a little bit, touched each other, and, well, Rick ended up paying the piper on that one, but he kept it under control, and we are caution-free on that incident. Groover is in the lead with a 25 of Freese doing the pushing. Now this top line or middle line, whatever you want to call it, they will get up here and they will battle these guys. They're coming. And the 04 Mark Mann right here is going to be bringing them. Getting a really good run right here. Have to back out of it in the turn. Then you want to get right back up there on that bumper as you come out of that turn, and you want to push him all the way down the backstretch. You see him coming right up to him. But you better make sure you're square when you hit him, because that will make a bad day. The 41 Tracy Weaver getting a little help from the 48 of Mr. BK Anderson and the Hooters machine. And behind him will be the 89 of Joshua Gathright. Trying to make something happen on that third line. I'm not sure. I've just actually noticed this. Patrick's out here without his twin brother, Seth. So Seth, I'm assuming, might have had to work or something, or he might have a computer problem, one or the other. But he is not out there. Those two guys get together, let me tell you what, they can make that top line. They can make it just sing. They really get working great together. It's a shame he's not here with us tonight. Got ourselves a blinker right here again. Trying to figure out who that one is. It might be, but I'm not sure. Trying to figure out who it is. Come back out here, do a little soul searching. There he is. Oh, it's the 101, Eric Lowry, or I'm sorry, Randy Minor. That's who it is. You can see him, he's blinked out because I can't get him. Now he's back. Now, the guy that's behind him, and that's the 14, Dave Bingle. Watch this. That U.S. Army machine's doing a lot of blinking, and when he catches up there with him, it's kind of a scary thing. And hopefully he's not going to blink anymore. No, there he goes. You just don't know where he's going to be back on the track. Depends how long he stays out on the blink. So I know the admins are probably watching that pretty closely. You can see Dave hanging out. We got ourselves a caution now. And ew, I see Mr. Dean Wilkinson going around circles. And right there it was. Back it up. Oops, sorry. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way because I screwed it up. All right, let's find him. Mr. Wilkinson right here. He gets tapped or touched. The 73, I'm going to assume, has probably pushed him and he's not square. Gerald Forbes. Well, there it is. Watch it. Wilkinson, he moves up the track just a little bit. Right about the time Jared right here comes up and just taps him right there on the left side. Not quite square. You hit a guy in that area there, he's gone. And, well, with him being gone, you're going to have all kinds of troubles back here behind. These guys are trying to keep it down into the inside, but they do drift up the track somewhat. And you can see the 048 trying to hang on, Schroeder, doing the best that he can do. And the rest of these cats are actually missing him, so that's a good thing. And here they all coming back into the pits. But Mr. Wilkinson, victim of a non-square push. Groover brings them all in, and I mean, they are all coming. You can see them all. And by no surprise, look who came out leading. The 88 machine of Mr. Gabe Butler. And I know you can't see it, it's hard, but if you look close enough, and he did this because of me, because I kept calling him Snake. Right there. You can see it. You can see the fangs sticking out right here. I love it. But I've always called him the Snake ever since I've been broadcasting and he's been in my races, because he'll stay out in the back. He can be 35th or 40th with 10 laps to go, and man, out of nowhere, here he is battling for the lead. Patrick Groover, he's going to be second. He'll be the first guy up on that top line when they fire off. Mark Mann, he's currently third. Jason Miz, fourth. Fifth, Milam. Weaver will be sixth. Kirtland, seventh. BK Anderson, eighth. Joshua Gathright, ninth. And 10th, Kevin French Fry Freeze. Gabe Butler, lots of championships underneath his belt. The third guy, Mark Mann, he has several championships as well, and he also won this series on the last season. The guys come back in here to top off again. That, and they probably want to hang back out into the back a little bit. Still a long way to go here in this race. A quick summary for you. We got 43 laps to go. We've only had 2 cautions. 18 lead changes. By the time this is over, you'll probably see about, I'm going to guess to say about 34 lead changes maybe. So now you got Patrick Groover. He's going to be on the bottom. The 42 of Kirkland will be up top. BK Anderson. One of these cats. I can figure out which one here. I believe BK is going to be that second truck on the bottom here. He'll be the pusher, as we call him. And Sean Stevens will be the pusher. Up top. Gary Jenkins. Right there he is. He was your pole cat. He's currently going to be in 6th. John Black, nice to see you out here tonight, my friend. I hope you're having a good Tuesday night. Aaron Groover, wonder what happened to you. Oh no. Yep, Patrick is leading out here tonight, but Seth, his twin brother, is sick. So our best wishes to him to get well soon. Kind of miss him out here on the track. Make sure you let him know it. Always exciting times when you got the Groover brothers pounding away on that high line, making it work. Patrick out here working without his twin brother. 36 laps complete out of 77. 17 people watching, 6 likes. I swear, if you get a blister for hitting that like button, I will make the owner of this league send you a Band-Aid. I promise you, it won't hurt. Coming back to the green flag, SSK on a Tuesday night on MaxspeedTV. Here we go. Kirkland getting a pretty decent shove by Sean Stevens right there. Gonna drop him down another rocking chair right in front of Groover. Now it's gonna be Jenkins' turn to do some pushing. Nagels led 9 laps of the race, and here he is coming back for more. The 46 machine up top, waiting for some friends to come along. And I do believe that is Mr. Overstreet. He is 2 laps down, so he's trying to race his way back and get one of his laps back the hard way. And still, we need to keep an eye on the blinker. Whoa, down in the bottom, Miz goes. Brings it back up top. I'm sorry, that's not Miz. It's Josh Milam, I believe. It was Milam, that's who it was. My bad. He was way down below that yellow line. He brings it back up with no troubles. You get those left sides down on that yellow line. If you get it too far down and you try to come back up on that track, that transition, it will throw you right up towards the wall. It's not an easy, graceful thing. Nagel's being pushed by Tracy Weaver. Kind of dropping right down in the middle in front of the 72 is Sean Stevens. Now he's going to drop right back down into the rocking chair. Nagels back to where he feels comfortable at. On the bottom, leading it. And here comes the boy from the Banana Republic, Sebastian Marin, and he is pushing the heck out of the 41 of Tracy Weaver. And I do mean he's pushing. Riding along with Sebastian, he pushed him far enough, it looks like it's, put him down into the middle right there. So now Sebastian's going to be up on that high line leading it and hoping that the 25 of Kevin Freese could do some pushing. Watching these guys back here hanging around back into the back. You see Gabe Butler doing what he does best. The Snakes watching. They have great eyes. They're looking very carefully up there in front. Anything happens up there, he's going to be able to make a pretty good maneuver and hopefully miss it and save a fast repair. Because when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, you need all you can get. You can't win this thing if you're all banged up. Aerodynamics is very important on a super speedway track. Sebastian able to get into the middle. Now he's hoping Weaver can give him a push up there to get in front of Nagels. Talking about a nice jam up. Right here, Sean Stevens. Jokers to the left and jokers to the right. He's stuck right here in the middle. And yep, if you're old as I am, that's the song. The 25 Freese drops down into the middle. Sebastian now, he got to run this thing here on the bottom a little bit. Nagels jumps right up into the middle. Nagels says, I don't care where you're from, I want my lead back. And Freese is right there working on it. You see him back off in the turn. But Freese has got a work cut out for him because Gruber, he knows how to push. Still a good run here. The 48, the Hooters machine of Mr. B.K. Anderson, cracking in the top 10 again. Nagels back down into the rocket chair. Sebastian's going to be your pusher now. "19 years old, the only thing he's been kissed by was his grandmother. Because he spends all of his time iRacing. And that's why he's so good. His cheeks have got to be sore, though, from her pinching him. You know what I mean? 25, Kevin Freese in the middle with the 41 of Tracy Weaver doing some shoving. Daniel Lewis in the 044 machine. Up top, he's your pusher. Not many leagues can run 3 wide for as long as these guys do without being in any kind of trouble. That's why the best of the best is out here. Jimmy Crow does not mess around. He has a full, complete room every single Tuesday and Friday. You got to be just as fast hitting your finger on the button to get into this race as you do having to race. That's how many people like to get in a Jimmy Crow league. Marin still in the bottom in the rocking chair. Now you got Nagels doing the pushing in the middle. And still, all this is going on. Mark Mann's working his way back up. He's currently 15th in the bottom. Last season's champion. He needs to have the champion with a crown somewhere on that machine. Mara, you're going to have to talk to him about that. He won the title. He should have it. Just like we're in a beauty pageant, you got that little sash and a crown. That's what he needs to have on his truck. The word champion. These guys are tight. Anderson working his way up to the 5th spot right here. Seeing the 3rd truck in the bottom line. Having a really good run. Could tonight be his night? On that top line, you can see the 24 of Mr. Miz. He was 26th, and now he's up to the 11th spot. That 000 machine, Giovanni in the red, he's moving on up. Whoa, now we got some trouble. And somebody just went to meet Jesus. Actually, a couple of these guys did. Take a look at that, will ya? I don't know where to begin on this mess, but I can tell you one thing. All of these cats right there. Whoops, not the one I want. They're all getting a Dude Wipes award. Absolutely. I think they all need them after that one. Well, let's see if we could maybe perhaps figure out what in the heck just happened here. I don't know. Roll this thing back a little bit. Let's ride with the 48. See what that's going to show us. We'll get rid of all that. Let's slow it down. Ew. It looks like the 72 kind of dropped down just a little bit. That's the way I'm going to look at it. You can see the 72. You see the 48. BK's slightly going up. And the 72 both coming down. They didn't actually touch. And I'll show you here. You see it? They did not touch at all. That is what we call net code. But they were going to touch. You can see it. Right here. They're not touched at all. But iRacing says, oh yeah, you're going to wreck. So, we're just going to go ahead and simulate that there's going to be a wreck. And there is. And man, some of these cats went for a long, long ride. A very high one, too. Some nasty, nasty wrecks. I can guarantee you these cats are going to have to use a lot of fast repairs. I mean, look at them all. Jenkins went for one heck of a tumble right there. And he's still tumbling. Giovanni's still rolling. Let's run it back. Real time with Mr. Jenkins. And away he goes. Motor's blown. And he's still rattling around. Nasty. So a lot of fast repairs are being used up right there. That's what iRacing will do. They will simulate, oh yeah, these guys are gonna wreck, so we're just gonna make it happen, Captain. And that's what netcode can do. There's gonna be some serious unhappy campers, but when they come back and they rewatch the broadcast, they'll realize, oops, I shouldn't have ran my mouth. It was netcode. I feel horrible. Everybody in, everybody out of the pits. A lot of fast repairs was used right there. A lot of them. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 16 trucks that's had to use a fast repair. Almost half the field. But yeah, you're right there, John. A lot of dude wipe winners and that caution. And speaking of which, that's caution number 3 with 27 lead changes. Boy, am I going to be way off. I said, what, 34? Oh, no. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see about probably 40 by the time this is over. And that's what makes it a great race league. All right, who's going to be out here leading this show now? Patrick Groover looks like he is, and Nagels. Tracy Weaver 3rd, Lowry's 4th, Sebastian Marin 5th, Daniel Lewis 6th, E.K. Anderson 7th, 8th, Tom Dixon, Josh Milam 9th, 10th, Mr. Gabe Butler. Now, I don't know if I can get an opportunity to or not. Mr. Jenkins, you can see him. He's really saving from having to use that fast repair. He's sitting in there and he's going to get a little work done on that thing and hopefully not use up a fast repair. And currently he's going to be 2 laps down. We'll get a chance to talk to a couple of these guys, maybe next caution. A whole lot of them you can talk to. A lot of them are in their different team channels, and I can't steal them. Maybe they're shy and they just don't like to be interviewed. $52 laps out of 77 in the books. The SSK boys. Super Speedway Kings. Don't forget on Friday nights, they've got the Friday night fights. Consist of probably most of all of these guys, I suppose. There's some other ones that are getting it. A lot of teams hop in the Friday night one. Lots of bragging rights. Brewer's going to start it on the bottom. Nagels will be up top. Your pushers, Tracy Weaver and the 071. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 071 Tracy Weaver. Or Eric Lowry and Tracy Weaver in the 41. Holy crap, I'll get it right in a minute. All right, here we go. We're going to line them up. We're going to do it again. See how long of a green run we get. So far, they've been doing great. Nose to tail all the way back. Groover on the bottom. Nagel's up top, the 071. Eric Lowry doing some pushing. And he's got to put Nagels right there in the rocking chair in front of Groover. Now that 46, up on that top line, you can see him, the king of the hill boys, David Overstreet. He is racing his way back to the lead lap. He's only one lap down. Is Lowry going to be able to lead his first lap here tonight? I do think he will. The scoring says he does. But man, check out the 46. Overstreet doing some really good pushing, and he's bringing Gathright right up here towards the front. Just the two of them. If you've just joined us, 50, soon to be 56 laps into this 77 lap race. Thanks for tuning in. I fly by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm not boring. I refuse to be boring, just like the SSK boys tonight. They are never boring. Well, trouble right there. Hopefully it's not gonna turn them into nobody. And it didn't. Wow, that was close. Whoa, somebody just got nailed. That's gonna bring a caution out. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Trying to figure out who that was. I think it might have been Stefano got drilled right here, I think. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find it. But the caution that came out. And there's the turn. Oh, Middleton comes right up and just slams him. And of course, looks like Jackson Carr gets involved in that one a little bit. But that was the one in the back that happened. The 45 gets turned first, I do believe. And that's Mr. Siebels. Let's take a ride along with him. All right, the caution's out. You see him slowing down? The 73 coming up on him so fast he could not miss him. And he drills him. That's what happens when that caution comes out, too. I can guarantee you that Jared Forbes didn't mean to do that. But it happens so fast, it's not funny. Well, thanks, John. I appreciate that. I try not to be. They're all coming in now. Top off, maybe grab some tires. And as they do that, that's caution number 4. 30 lead changes. 21 laps to go. Let's see who's all running out here on what I call borrowed time. That's the ones who've used their fast repairs already. And they're done and in trouble. We'll start up here at the front. Mr. Sanchez is on borrowed time. Tom Dixon, he's used all of his fast repairs, it looks like. Oh, Frankie's used his up. Gerald Forbes has used his. Kirkland has used his. Gary Jenkins, unfortunately, he's used his fast repairs. And David Overstreet, he has none left. So we got a few guys out here that are on borrowed time, I call it. That means you got to run 20 laps and you got to keep your nose clean and stay out of the big ones. And you know what? And I got to tell you, nothing against you there, BK. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's BK Anderson and the Hooters machine. Now, when you're sponsored by Hooters, I gotta tell you, you gotta have something to look at. And McKellar up here, he's got something to look at. See, now he's smart, because if I was driving, I would stay behind that thing for probably the majority of the race. But right now, he's going to be able to lead this bad boy. I think he is anyway. Somebody here. Let's see. Oh, he's got to go into the pits. And that's going to put Nagels up here. Now, I'm not sure, but the 42, he's a lap down. And that's Kirkland. I believe he's waiting patiently. As you can see, he's literally in the pace car to get his lap back, and he just did. So away he goes. He's got to get all the way around this thing and catch back up to that back end of this thing before they go green. Watch it, Patrick. Bobby the Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Bobby.
I just got done talking, chatting with your mom here on YouTube, and apparently you're out here alone without your twin. Where you see the 01, you always see the 02, but apparently he's under the weather, so you're kind of out here doing it alone.
Yeah, he's sick. Couldn't race today, but yeah, just trying to do it solo, and it's not too bad. These guys are all awesome to drive with, and we're all having a good time out here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'll tell you what, you got it going on because you got a fast hot rod underneath you, and it seems like you and Nagels are running really well together too, I noticed.
Yep. Cody and I, we work good together here, so we're gonna try and keep it up. And just got a solid top 5 out of today, and try and lead some laps, get some more points.
All right, good luck. We're gonna keep an eye on you, pal.
All right, thanks a lot, Bobby.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like having milk in a cereal bowl and no cereal in it. Where there's cereal, there's milk, usually. Well, where there's Patrick, there's Seth Groover. So if you're watching this, Seth, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Get well quick and get your butt out here Friday night. All right, 19 laps to go. We're going to line them back up. Lowry and Nagels is going to be in your front row. Groover and Sebastian Marin from the Banana Republic on the bottom. Those are your pushers. And you know what? Let's have a little fun this time while we're able to. Because we ain't going to want to miss a thing here in about probably 5 or 6 more laps. It's going to get nasty. So let's do a little something I like to call Got it, John. Let's crank this mother up. One of my favorite things to do. Why? Because I get a chance to get a drink. 3 wide. The 044 on the top. Daniel Lewis doing the push into the 41. Mr. Tracy Weaver. Trying to get him out there far enough to drop down. On the bottom, glued, is the MaxspeedTV driver, Mr. Cody Nagels. He's got Sebastian Marin in the 23 right there behind him. Now, you can see it's 17 laps to go, and guess who's lurking in the field here? I'm going to tell you who's lurking. All right, there he is, the 88. Gabe Butler. Now he's moved up to 17th. Watch him. Keep an eye on this guy. Him and Mr. Mark Mann gonna work their way up. Whoa, Nagels gets turned hard by Sebastian Marin up front, and that is gonna bring the big one. And I do mean it is a big one. I don't even know where to begin. Try to figure out what's up with that one. And there it is. You've seen it. Plain and simple. Looked like two guys was going. They were both going to make a pass, I think, to the other line. You see them both going together. And there they are running. And they were so close. I mean, literally. They both went for it. Now, there's different ways you can look at this and call this. Watch right here as they both make the move to the inside. Nagel sees him going. So Nagels decides to come up and go right there with him. And just a lickety split. He gets turned. And when he gets turned, well, it gets kind of nasty. Because everybody back here is going for a ride. You can see them all. If you used both your fast repairs, you're screwed. If you haven't, well, you're kind of lucky. They're going to line back up here. And we might as well just find out exactly what's going on. Because I want to know. Looked like to me a little move there. Sebastian Bobby, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got a copy.
Ouchie, ouchie, man. What's your story? It kind of looked like you was getting ready to make a move. Cody saw you, and he decided to try to go with you.
Yeah, I went to the middle because I saw Patrick go third, and I was trying to get up in front of Eric because I knew Patrick was going to get cleared and try to take the middle. So I tried to get in front of Eric to prevent Patrick from doing that, and I guess Cody followed me up. And when he did, I mean, my front end basically clipped him in the right rear because he followed me up, and I hooked him. So, shame, it took out majority of the field, but I mean, I couldn't do much else. It was, if I hit the brakes, I was gonna get run over from behind. So
It was just, one of those deals where he saw you coming and he thought he would hop in and grab some momentum with you, but it happens so darn fast. There's nothing nobody's going to be able to do, but man, that is what you call real tight.
yeah, it definitely was. It's been some good racing. Some, unfortunate yellows, especially beginning the race, but it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we can finish this off and get another win.
Well, that'd be a pretty good one for you. If anybody can do it, I know you can. Now, look, I got to ask. You still got your good luck bird with you?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Do you hear it?
I hear him. Yeah, okay.
You hear the good luck bird?
All right. Well, you give Tweety my best, and I'll talk to you later on.
He got excited when you mentioned him.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah. Well, he likes me.
Yeah, you
So
are good with birds.
Yeah. I am, especially the middle kind. But no, anyway. Good luck. We'll keep an eye on you, pal.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tell you, it gets down to the nitty gritty here, man. You got 14 laps to go. It's time to make some moves. Just a racing ordeal. It happens. Sebastian Marin's going to lead him. Eric Lowry. He'll be up top. Sanchez and Rumpkus is going to be your pushers. Kevin Freese is 5th. Mark Mann, here he comes, 6th. Joe Delavecchia, 7th. Mr. Sebrands, 8th. James Mayer, 9th. And 10th, Gerald Forbes. Now, a little thing that makes you kind of nervous. Some of these guys back here. The 88, Gabe Butler, the snake I call him. He's on borrowed time, and he knows he is. He has no fast repairs. Sanchez up here. He has no fast repairs left. BK Anderson, same thing. Stefan O. Tracy Weber. All these cats right here. Dean Wilkinson. They have no fast repairs. Nagel's coming out. Gonna get fixed back up. He has a fast repair left. He's going to come back out in the 26th spot with 13 laps to go. He'll get caught up with these boys. There's a lot of dude wipe winners tonight, John. I say dude wipes for everybody because I think just about everybody's been caught up in one. The only guy, you got a couple of these cats, believe it or not, seriously. Sebrands. He's not used a fast repair. James Mayer has not used one yet. Mark Mann has not used one. Kevin Freese has not used one. Sebastian, he's clean. He's not used one up front. And Eric Lowry up front, he's not used any fast repairs. So, they can get a little aggressive if they want to because they know they can come right back out. And we'll stay with them right here. This is where the nerves comes in. You do not want to shift and miss a gear or shift it into the wrong gear because you'll get your butt ran over. Plain and simple. And it looks like the 71 went way high right there. And I'm not sure if he missed a gear or what's happened. But he is holding the train up here. You can see the 73 trying to get around him. But I do think that we had a misgear or spinning of the tires by the old 71. And when you do that up there, it's nasty because you could just take them all out. Sanchez running around on borrowed time in the bottom here. He's the pusher, pushing Sebastian Marin into 23. Somebody just popped out of line. I think they're going into the pits right here, and they are. Oh, trouble back here in the back. I can hear him spinning. I'm not sure who it is. I'm trying to look. Ew, Gerald Forbes is sitting there. Let's see if we can figure out where, what, and who. I seen the 73 get turned. That's him up here with Tracy Weaver. Not sure where this happened at, but it happened right up here. Mark Mann's going to work his way up to the top. And there he is. And there, I think, is going to be the tap. And sure enough, it was. So the 73 Forbes, it kind of rubs the 41 the wrong way. So Mr. Weaver pays the piper on that one. And I don't know if I can get it to you or not. Let me see if I can get you close enough. Yeah, here we go. You seen him going up. Mark Mann gets up and joins this little gang right here. Weaver starts to drop down a little bit right there. And the 73 of Jared Forbes didn't get off of him. Caught up to him and tags him in that right side, and away he goes. Around and around. Where he stops, nobody knows. Who's going to miss him? Boy, he's got some really good air. I'll give him that much. So he goes around for a heck of a ride, and I think that just costed him his day. You can see the 73 Forbes running around and just catches that 72 machine. We're going to line them up, do it again. Race summary. 10 laps to go, 6 cautions, 35 lead changes. Not too shabby. 35, that's good. Kevin French Fry Freese. That's what they call him. And I'd ask him why, but you can't seem to find him anywhere in the chat, so I can't. But if he ends up getting the podium tonight, I'll ask him. Inquiring minds want to know. James Mayer in the 95 machine. Those two, and your pushers, well, Sebastian Marin and Joshua Milam. Oh, how they love to push. Well, let's see who. Let's do a quick review of our lineup. You want to? Freese, Marin, and Milam Sanchez. That's your top 5. Then you got Rimkus, Della Vecchia, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, BK Anderson. That'd be your 5 through 10. Mr. Gabe Butler creeping his way up. He's currently 11th right now. Rock 12th, Bingle 13th. Stefan 14th, Patrick Gruber back into 15th. McKellar, Frankie, Dean Wilkinson 18th. Gathright 19th. Nagels is all the way back to 22nd. As he gets ready to catch these guys. Still trying to get everybody lined out in the right positions, and eventually we will get the pace car lights out. Kevin Freese, I'm just being told. I'll find him. Yeah, got him. There he is. Thanks a lot for letting me know that, by the way. I'll get a quick word in here with him. Kevin, French Fry Freese, Bobby in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
You're running really good, my friend. You've been playing around with these guys all evening long up here in about the top 5. Now you're leading this bad boy. What do you think? You got a fast hot rod. You going to keep these guys behind your butt?
I hope so, but there is also plenty of time for something to go wrong. So, we'll see.
You betcha something went wrong before the first lap got in this race. So, yeah, you're right. We got 8 laps to go. Something can go wrong many times. Well, good luck. We're watching you. Going to get you back in there because we're getting ready to go green flagging.
All right, thanks.
Just want to give you a little shout, buddy.
All right, thank you. Enjoy the ending.
You betcha. You see, he even knows. All these drivers, they know. The calm before the storm. It's happening. So Freese is on the bottom. Mayer up top. Milam and Sebastian Marin's your pushers. Mark Mann currently in 8th right there. Last season's champion. And the other guy that I'd be concerned about will be Mr. Gabe Butler in that 88 machine down here. He's currently in the 11th position now. How the man times it out is beyond me. Poetry in motion. Most of the time. Can he work his way back up? Can Nagels work his way back up after leading a lot in this race and staying up front? And he's starting way back in the 22nd spot. We're going to find out right here. As we're going back, green flag races, Super Speedway Kings coming at you Tuesday. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV. Hope you guys are having a great time out there. Hit that like button for the love of God. Let these guys know you appreciate them because they're putting one heck of a great show on for you. Again, don't nobody miss any gear changes. It could be catastrophic for these guys. And it looks like they're not. They're going to go through them cleanly. We'll get rid of that one. We'll get the smaller one out here. Freese being pushed by Sebastian Marin. Milam doing the pushing right there by James Mayer in the 95. Trying to bring up that third line. BK Anderson working his way. Getting a little help. Robert Rock, Patrick Groover. They're positioning themselves the best way that they can. Now, here's the thing that sucks. You're looking at Mark Mann right here in the middle, coming to 5 to go with the line, and there's really not a whole lot of anything you can do when you're stuck in the middle right here, and it gets really frustrating. Real frustrating. Kind of moving all over, trying to get something going in each line. What line's giving you the best momentum? I wouldn't be surprised here in about 2 laps, 3 laps, you're going to see some 4 wide. You see Gabe working his way up. Nagels right there working his way back up from the 22nd spot. Here he comes. But when you're stuck in the middle, nowhere to go, it sucks. BK Anderson up on that top line. All three of these lines. Whoa! Now we got some trouble back in the back. We got some boys really brought up and smacked. Nagels, I believe. Oh, yeah. He's in it again. Try to see where this happened at right here. You can see him wiggling, a little wiggle room going, and there's the first one. It looks like the 088. Well, let's take a look at him. First, I got to find him. Stefan. Let's ride with him a little bit. Back it up. Let's see what happens. Right here, Stefan. Something happened right in here. I know what you're thinking. Sometime today, Bobby. I'll speed it up a little bit right here. Here comes the 14. It made some moves up front and might have bottlenecked them a little bit, and it did. So Stefan gets into the... I'm not sure who that is. I think it might be Wilkinson in the 55. Then he comes back and hits Nagels. But it kind of looked like they might have got a little bottleneck going on up here in the front. We'll ride around with Wilkinson here. See if we can see it a little bit better. You see the move that they made up there? And that kind of slowed things down. He just got out of it a little bit and kind of got ran over. They all got ran over as far as that goes. So we're going to line it up and we're going to do it again. It's extremely hard to react when you can't see it. And that's what happens when you're back there a little ways. Something happens right in front. You've got no time to react. You really don't. Just plain old racing. When you got 3 or 4 laps to go, you're not gonna back out of it. You're gonna keep the pedal to the metal, pal. You're gonna keep her going. Now all this happened. Go back here. We'll run it all the way back. Because I got the time to do it. Get them all bunched up. Like that. Right in here. Right in here. You want to watch those two guys. I think that's where it all really started. And then the rest of these guys here, all of these started backing each other up. They had to get out of it, and then they got ran over. Just the way it is. We'll slow it down. Let's see if we can actually see it happen here. We'll watch and see the push. Guess I could go a little faster, couldn't I? All right, there's the hit. And that kind of got him squirrely. And he's still right on him. He tried to back off, but he was still kind of squirrely. And when all that happened, you can see him. It kind of backs things up, and, well, you see all the trouble. BK Anderson. Get rid of that one. Let's put this one up. He started 9th. Here he is. 2nd place. He's having a great run. Michelle, if you're still watching out there on YouTube, you better be crossing everything that you can cross, dear. because it's a good chance he could come out a winner here. Kevin Freese doing everything he can. Keep that puppy on the bottom. Now, I will tell you, when you've got 3 to go, your pushers is important. Sebastian Marin. Watch this guy right here. The reason why I say that is because when it goes green flag, he is going to be right on that bumper of the 48. And Mayer is going to have to jump up there and do the exact same thing, because if he don't, Sebastian will push the 48 of BK Anderson up there, and he will be able to drop right down in front of the 25 fairly easy. But Sebastian Marin is one of the pros on a restart. He's tough. Patrick Groover back in the 7th spot now. Butler still in the 11th. Wilkinson in the 12th. A lot of heavy hitters still up here. But watch what I'm talking about. We'll let it set right here so you can get a good look on the push. That 23 will literally be right on him. And I can't show it to you that way, so we'll do it this way. Here we go. Could this be the last of the cautions? We're going to find out. BK Anderson would love to walk away with the win. Kevin Freese said he's going to work his tail off to keep those guys behind him. Milam's been up here all evening long in the 07 machine. So has Patrick Groover in the 01. And away we go. Now take a look. You see Sebastian right there? Literally right on him, pushing. And hats off to James Mayer, because he didn't take that bait at all. He was right there on that 25 as well. And here comes Milam with Groover up on that top line. And boy, are they working good together. Working so good, Delavecchia is thinking about going up there with him, and he back off. Freese on the bottom. Got to come to the line. 1 lap to go. The white flag will be waving right here. This is where it gets really nasty, because you start putting it, says it ain't gonna fit. You make room. All for one, buddy. Coming down here, BK Anderson setting in the perfect spot right there. Delavecchia doing his best to push to 23 in the middle. Whoa, a little squirrely right there. Right behind Delavecchia is the 88 of the Snake, Gabe Butler. But right now, Anderson coming out of the turn 3. Or turn 4, I'm sorry. Who's it going to be right here? Anderson going for it. Is he going to be able to get this thing done? Depends who can help. Whoa! And he's turned. Oh, no! And, of course, we've got the big one. Good Lord Almighty. It says the 171 is going to be your winner. We've got a lot to look at right here, though. Let's run this thing back. You can see it. Delavecchia sticks out and he looks and he's thinking about it. Set here on Nagel's point of view, maybe it might help us. Or better yet, we'll go to Gabe Butler up here. One step closer, maybe. And we'll try to see where this mess starts. You can see him getting ready to come out of the turn. And here they come. Just a little touch up front. You can see him touch a little bit right there. But you don't let up. You keep on it going, man. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to. The 25, Freeze tries to make a run. Jumps right up there, I think, in front of Sebastian. They're still running well. Delavecchia is still doing some shoving, and he's going to hit 23 right here. Giving you a little more push. Get it a little closer. Coming to the line. The 23, he actually gets into that right rear of the 25 of Freeze. So Sebastian kind of nails him in the wrong spot right there. He wasn't letting up either, and he sends Freeze flying. And now we're going to watch it and see what else is going on. BK is going to get turned, literally. Now we're 4 wide coming up to the line. And now these cats are all going to get into it. Looks like the 95 Mayer is going to go all the way up, and he's going to hit Sebastian Marin. So the 95 took out BK Anderson, and he took out Sebastian Marin. He was blocking his heart out, and, well, that ain't going to work. So there's going to be your winner. You got to walk right to it right here. Easy peasy. You guys stick around. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk to some of these guys. MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings. Don't go anywhere.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to...
Welcome back, everybody. Bobby with all the hobbies. MaxspeedTV coming at you right here. The Super Speedway Kings. Wow, what a freaking finish. Doesn't get any better than that. Third place, the MaxspeedTV driver, Cody Nagels. Cody, you led 17 laps. You started in the 6th spot. You come away third place. Can't be too upset about that.
Not at all. Yeah. Definitely, I could have stayed down on the bottom line and prevented it from happening, but it's a racing deal that late in the race. It happens. It's not a big deal, but I'm very pleased with the run. That's 2 podium finishes, you know, back-to-back Monday and then Tuesday, so hopefully I can keep the momentum going. I feel like I've been running very well lately, so I just want to keep building good run after good run and see where it leads me.
Well, you're working on the points, and you're getting the points, so that's what you need to do. Get a hard running race, and that's for sure. All right, buddy, who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
I'd like to thank you, of course, for broadcasting, Bobby, for sponsoring me. Thank my parents for watching the broadcast and supporting me. And tonight, special thanks to Patrick Groover for putting up with me in this race. And Seth, if you're watching, hope you get to feeling better, man.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, Sanchez. I've been up and down here, and I'm not finding him anywhere. So it looks like he is not going to be interviewed. Make sure that I don't see him. Sometimes they'll pop in and and I got to catch him, and I don't see him anywhere. But nope, we don't have a Sanchez, so no interview for him, but we will let you know. He started 40th, and he finished second. So he got him some points there, and he had a good run tonight. Man of the hour, Robert Rock. He only led one lap of the race, but you know what? It was the most important lap of the whole freaking thing. And that's why he's the winner tonight. Talk to me, Robert. How was it?
Survival mode, buddy. That's pretty much what I did. Just hung on there and right place, right time. You know. But, yep, I was just sitting down there waiting on something to happen, trying to stay in the safe spot.
Well, you know what? You sat there, you watched it. You know, those guys were really rubbing each other pretty good up there. You probably knew something was going to come out of this and probably hoping that they just part, you know, just like Moses parts the Red Sea and you just go right on through to the victory. And that's the way it worked out tonight, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of luck. I missed a lot of wrecks tonight. Still had both my fast repairs. But, yeah, like I said, just a lot of luck and survival mode.
Well, I get it. Survival mode. That's about all super speedway racing is. 50% luck and 50% skill and survival mode with a lot of patience. That's the recipe for it. Who do you want to thank before you get out of here, pal?
I want to thank you guys there, Bobby, and everybody there at Max Speed, you know, for putting this on. All my teammates there at TW Motorsports. You know, racing with all these guys been fun. Learned a lot from each and every one of them. You know, like I said, just want to thank all them guys. I appreciate it.
Well, my friend, you're a winner tonight. Super Speedway Kings on a Tuesday night. Hopefully, we'll see you next week for sure. Make it 2 in a row. Double down on these guys. But in the meantime, you enjoy this win and you take it easy, and we'll talk to you next time. All right.
You got it, buddy. You guys have a good one.
All right, later. Not bad, huh? Your race winner, Robert Rock. All I can say is wow. Go through the top 10 real quick. Rock, Sanchez, Nagels, Mayer, Delavecchia, Sebastian Mayer, Gabe Butler, Mike Rimkus, Eric Lowry, and Patrick Groover brings home 10th place. Hope you guys had fun watching it. Don't forget Friday night. The Friday night fights. We'll be back with these guys. It even gets more, how can I say it, even more crazy than tonight. Never a dull moment. Anything with Jimmy Crow's Leagues. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Guys, have a great week. I'm out of here.